So I might have started to tinker and change my tactic up again. Another internet sensation, but I feel this time maybe our defensive frailties can be solved. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB, and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge with Siena. We're in November. We've had about 5 games since the last minute, and I've decided to actually switch from this to this. And one thing I'm going to note straight away is, one, we're doing more direct passing. We're not playing out defense anymore, and we're still working the ball into the box. And we're no longer doing just low crosses because we've got 2 strikers who are on pressing forwards. Now, looking at the tactics, looking at the instructions, we're going to have shoot less often for Oliver, roam from position. He's actually suited for the right-hand side of the pitch, while Scabato hasn't got any added instructions to his name. Bondi, who's playing this side, will be shooting less often, tackling harder, marking tighter, and marking a specific position. So let's actually look at this, and it will include all of these positions, whereas this side has also got the same thing, and it will include all these roles as well. It's pretty much the same instruction both sides, apart from the fact that the right side is not shooting as often, while the left side is actually roaming from position. And Bonzoni is actually someone I've needed to play on this side for a while now. He's the best player in that position on that side, but we never had the really opportunity to do it. The advanced playmaker is going to be tackling harder, marking tighter. The ball midfielder is taking less risk, dribbling less, shoot less often, and marking tighter. Now with Fantozzi, this is his best role, so it makes sense to do this. And fullback, sitting narrow, tackling harder, marking tighter. And DiBiase, it's got the same thing, but he's actually on an attacking fullback role. These 2 players play best in these roles, and I can't help but say this is probably the best thing I could have done for them. While Kaluka will be closing down less often, which is going to be surprising for some people. It's the same for both of them, but I feel like maybe that's something we need to do more. And I say that I didn't make this tactic myself, but I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, yeah, this makes sense. It makes sense. And if we are looking at this, we are distributing that to the fullbacks. Honestly, they're probably the 2 strongest players out here. Yes, we're pressing intensely, but we're still making it so this is going to be less of an issue, I feel like. That means that this is actually made for lower league, non-league teams, so I don't know how this is going to go. But the last couple of games, I've decided actually I need to tweak things. I need to do more symmetric. I was hoping I could find something like this, and I found something like this. And it's either been 2 pressing forwards or 2 advanced forwards up front. That seems to be the key. I'm liking the fact that every tactic I've looked up so far, it seems to be something like that. So let's see the results and see why I've decided to tweak my tactic again, shall we? So the first game we had was against Modena, and they had the better chances, but we had the more shots. And this is despite the fact we weren't at our best. Serpi actually was pretty good in this game, and I'm starting to feel like he's someone we can work with. Kantaro didn't have the best of games with 6.3. I was a bit disappointed after he had a good game in the last match. So I thought he could have done more, but yeah, this formation, it worked quite nicely against this team. The fact that their defender and goalkeeper and defensive midfielder are their best players says a lot. And the fact that our goalkeeper and one of our centre-backs are our best players is also saying a lot. Midfield-wise, Fantozzi and Katoro weren't great. Calamai wasn't brilliant either, so I needed to tweak that. And Scabato was also a bit hopeless, so yeah, wasn't the day for attackers, unfortunately. But they did have a chance they missed, and it was a very good chance. You know when you sometimes see the player chip the goalkeeper? They did one of that, and actually put it over the goalkeeper and put it wide. So, a bit something. Also, I decided to go for extensive highlights as well, because I felt I could potentially see the tactics and what was going wrong. It gives me more an idea where I can improve my team and what I can do to tweak things tactic-wise. So there you go. So the next game we had was this Bra. I'm hoping this works this time, but we weren't inside 6 minutes, but they had a penalty themselves after we scored our penalty 19 minutes in, and, well, just 2 minutes later, Fantozzi does this ball, finds Scabato. That is one of the best goals I'll ever see in this game. I'm almost certain that's the case. But we make it 3-1 inside the 39th minute of the game after the keeper makes a mistake and Scarpato hits first on the volley. Good goal. 2 for the day. He hasn't scored for a bit before this game, neither had Oliver. So the fact we got 2 both in scoring is good. And Martina plays it back, and then Talia does that. I mean, if there's this is a game that we just scored really good goals. Talia on the volley, he came off on the bench too to replace Cantora, and I honestly made you decide, yeah, Talia is probably someone we need to play more often. And Scarpato and Oliver both scoring as well was really good for us. So we're in an XG of 3.21. 3.21. And that, I think, is a very interesting sign that we could literally say, yeah, we're very good today. And we could have, and perhaps should have, scored more goals. Yes, they had a penalty. They scored an XG of 1.42, but it's a penalty. They inflate quite easily. We still did that, even though we only had just 1 penalty. So, good times, maybe. I'm a bit annoyed we only took 10 fans with us, though. Maybe they weren't that excited about the idea of playing against Bra. We then took on Foligno, and we took the lead inside 9 minutes, 10 minutes after Militano, who'd come in for an injured player, scored the opening goal of the game. It took us till the 56th minute of the game for Militano to score his second, and our second as well. And in the 62nd minute of the game, Militano does it again. Hat-trick for him. I actually didn't see this the first time around, so that's something. But they did get a goal back to make it 3-1, and I was a bit disappointed we couldn't keep a clean sheet, but it was a good ball through, and honestly, they deserved to get something that out of it, considering how good the chance was. But we make it 4-1 after Scarpato comes inside, finds Sanelli, who plays it to Portier, and honestly, 2 bites of the cherry. That's his 5th goal of the season. He came on as a left winger, and it's actually this what made me think maybe we need to drop the inverted wingers and have just normal wingers. But I digress. Also, Militano also missed a penalty, so he could have had 4 goals in this game, and we could have had 5. And the thing was, he actually hit the post, so he couldn't go back and take it anyway, so a bit awkward, but what can you do? We were definitely this felt like a game we were definitely doing better in and better, and an XG at 2.72 again showed that we were very good. And maybe, I feel like this tactic works against the weaker teams, but not the better teams, and you're going to see why in a little bit. We took on Livorno, and this wasn't our best day. We actually went behind inside 9 minutes after they scored that goal, but this goal is one of the best I've ever seen. Bondi just takes it on and just scores for his 3rd of the season. It was after the second half, though, and we considered the penalty that things started to really fall apart, because, well, set pieces after set pieces, they scored again. It was 60 minutes in, 3-1, and the 4th goal came about 5 minutes later, and I was thinking, I kind of wish we didn't lose. I mean, this team is the 4th best in the division on paper, so I'm not surprised we lost. I was just disappointed we did lose, because I felt we could have done more. I mean, they had an XG of 3.57, so they kind of tore us to pieces. Our next game was actually against Arezzo, and this game confused me a little bit. This is a really good ball from Barbina to find Scarpato, and I was thinking, yeah, this would be good. We're doing well here. We did concede a penalty in the 40th minute of the game, and we can't keep out penalties, it seems, unfortunately. And it was in the 72nd minute of the game. It's honestly, after they scored the penalty, they started to really kick up the fuss, and they scored that. But I made a mistake of not tweaking things, because after they scored their penalty, they just really dominated and just really had lots of shots. So, yeah, we did not cope after they had their penalty at all. It almost like it took the winds out of our sails, and we lost this game 2-1. It was the last game we've had, and it was actually the game that I made decided maybe we need to tweak things. I mean, most of our midfield players in the middle were absolutely hopeless today, and I was a bit disappointed. But in the table, we're not as bad as I was thinking we could be. I say that because the 2 games we had, we won, were our first win since the 3rd game of the season. So 7 games without a win didn't help us, and then we lost 2 games in a row. So we're not great, but we're not terrible either. And if we win this game, we're going to be up to 13th place, and only 13th place. We've not been that great. Since Siena and Arezzo, who have beaten us, are both outside the promotion playoffs, but Arezzo have won their last 3 matches. Both of us have gone into that game winning a few games in a row, but we haven't really done well. Sembra d'Este, who've been relegated recently, are doing quite well. Visbassaro, who actually we beat 3-0 at the beginning of the season, they're now right up there, so I think they lost 2 games in a row or something like that, and they've just won 10 of the last, something ridiculous. They won a lot of games. They won a lot of games in a row. about 8 games in a row they won before they lost their last match. So yeah, they've turned their season around, haven't they? Mid-season, good run of form. Sometimes that's all you need. But I'm a bit concerned with this tactic as we're going to take on Ravenna, who are in 7th place. I don't know if it's going to work. They've won 3 of the last 4 matches. And yeah, I genuinely do not know how this is going to go. I would like to think we can win, but it's a stretch. They want us to go cautious. I actually just want to see how this works. Like I said, I think this tactic could do some damage. It's just a matter of making sure we don't do anything stupid with it. And they want us to play Ferrara instead of Talia. I mean, they got the same about ability, to be fair, but actually, how's Talia done? Apart from the last game, he's been okay, and that's came from the bench. Ferrara's on the bench as well, anyway, so it's not like it's a completely hopeless situation. But with the fullbacks now playing, I think in their strongest positions, as well as centre backs, defensively we look really good, and even this midfielder will look very good there. It's just the other areas, maybe the left winger and left striker we're okay with as well. So the left side on the pitch with the winger pressing forward were okay. Defensively we're really good. And the right side of midfield were okay, but the left side of midfield and the right winger and the right attacker were not so strong. But we can definitely improve the players because they're so young. I mean, Bondi's only 17, so that's one thing to be happy about. And so is Oliver. So 2 young players there. Talia is 17 as well. So we've got 3 17-year-olds who are in positions that they're probably not as good as they could be yet, but we're going to give them time anyway on the pitch, so makes sense to do it. And Kaluka's now 19. That's how good he is. I like to think he's pretty good. Anyway, let's see how we do against this team. There will probably be a few highlights in this game, but I'm going to take a few liberties with this, and we're going to see how we do against a team away from home, mind you. So this could be going very badly if we mess this up, but we're going to go for extended highlights as well, because I want to see how this works. And we need to end this poor one of form as well. And I kind of made a mistake on the last team talk because I pretty much said, yeah, I was happy with the performance. In fact, we lost 4-1 against Livorno, so that was annoying. Didn't do well there. Let's see how we do in this game. Okay, go corner. Scapata takes it. We've just encouraged the players, and Bondi's on the ball. Finds Dick Biassi. He's playing in the middle. So he's suspended now because he's been booked. And they got an opportunity to hit us on the counter. I'm a bit concerned by this. Now, I will acknowledge that maybe going attacking is not the wisest thing we could ever do, as they hit the bar and it's gone over. But yeah, I'm taking a risk because I generally don't know how it's going to go. And this is legit just a one-off thing. We're going to go more positive, I think, because they want us to go counter-attacking. So let's see how this works. They got a corner now as well. I just gone for cautious because that's literally what they wanted us to go for at the start. And Tortilli takes this, so maybe we should have gone cautious beginning with. I don't know. We should distribute it to wing backs as well, but it's not done that. And we've got the ball now. Here's Brazzone, who is probably better in this role than anything else. He's more of a winger than a midfielder anyway. DiBiase, who's suspended for the next match as well. Plays in the middle. It's been headed away, but we get the ball back. Barbini gets it. Here's Fantozzi. What can we do here? Wabotti? Can we get the ball back is the question now. We can't afford to let them do what they want. And they've got the ball. Pedrini goes for... They play it back, and I don't know how to say this guy's name, but... Wabotti puts it wide. Despite the fact it's in the highlight, we've only had, what, 2 highlights or something so far, which says you a lot, and then they got a free kick. I'm concerned. Just wide. Okay, that's better than nothing. We've had no shots in the first half, I've just realised. This is not going well, is it? They got a free kick. That's a good effort. That was very close to scoring. And okay, Talia's been taken off. He's had a poor game. We need to take him off now. We're going to bring on Porcini, who's right-footed only. Maybe not the right player to bring on right now. What about you? Bertio, left foot only. Yeah, we can do that. He's actually a striker, but he can play in the midfielder too. We needed him to. So let's look at him. Advanced playmaker on support. He can play that. He can play that. Let's do it. Let's make him that position. I've made all my substitutes already. I think that should tell you how bad we've been today. I'm making all my substitutes already. And they've scored. Baesi scores. Okay. So this is a team I was thinking we might lose against. I'm a bit annoyed that we have gone behind, but we need to do more than this. It's a good goal as well. Just defensively, we couldn't get there first. And who was the defender? Sanelli's just come on. That's not what we're looking for. But there might be a highlight straight away. I don't know. But we've made all our substitutes already. And we've replaced both our strikers as well. So this could be bad. If we're struggling this badly already. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not good. This is going to be a case. This could be 2. Should have been 2. Really should have been 2 for them. I'm going to go more attacking. I hope this works and hope we got that before this highlight started. I don't think it is going to work or has happened. So let's see. They're going to play out wide again, and Florani is on the ball. We need to get this. That's a penalty. Of course, it's a penalty. Bondi gave away a penalty last time. I dropped him because of it, and now he's going to wear a penalty this time. So we're going to concede this, aren't we? We have not saved the penalty so far, unless they miss it. Nope, they score it. Okay, 2-0 to them. This is a season where I thought we could do better than we have, and it's not really come to fruition. We're 6 points clear of the relegation zone as things stand, unless Viciote's won their game. But yeah, it's not the best season for us so far. Yeah, we're going to be 6 points clear of the relegation zone. They're not played yet. They're not playing until tomorrow. This has been a very bad game. I kind of feel embarrassed now that I've literally chosen this highlight, this match, as a way to try and use this highlight. Okay, yeah, this is... I'm going to do a long throw. Imagine if we get a goal now. And then he finds Bondi. He's trying to play in the middle, there's nobody there. I don't know what he was trying there, but okay. Galuka. Oh, what's a chance? That was a good chance. It was just a shame it's offside. How is Siena in a game that's 5-4? I just looked at that. 6-4. What is happening there? I mean, this is going to be full time. Because it's extended, we're going to see all these highlights as well, including the first whistle of the game, last whistle of the game. This was not a good game for us. We were a bit we're very disappointing. I think I tweaked a bit too much, if anything. Not a good performance, terrible game, and yeah, I am concerned now. I mean, Teramo playing against the team against PCSA, so maybe we could do something there, but I'm a bit concerned with that. That was very bad, and he's out for 4 to 5 weeks as well. Okay. Oh, also, they're all suspended. That's a great sign. That's a great sign. And they could all be suspended like that so easily. 2 suspensions, 1 injury. I mean, that's almost like the best thing you could ever wish for, isn't it? Christ almighty, okay. So, let's hope we can avoid that in the future. I don't know if we can, honestly, at this point, but again, what can you do? Okay, so despite everything, we only lost by 2-0. We definitely need to improve. With Fermanagh having a very bad run of form as of late themselves, we definitely need to look in this and say, can we take advantage of the teams above us slipping up? I hope so. We can definitely do that. I mean, the bottom 4 teams, they're going down as things stand, or one of them. I'd be amazed if they all survive. I mean, only if we can go down, but it'd be interesting to see who goes down out of the bottom 4. We've beaten the bottom 2. And we've beaten the teams in the 16th place and 15th place, for that matter. So we can definitely get wins. We just need to make sure we win the next 2 games against the team in 18th, Aganese, and 17th, Gabriel. So, yeah, 2 teams we definitely should be beating next time out. It's just a matter of making sure we do it, you know? But at the same time, our best goal scorer's only got 5 goals. And, yeah, that's a concern with that's our top goal scorer. Either way, I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video. And that you also subscribe to my channel. It really does help me a lot. So anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.